Today's horoscope, Aquarius August 22nd, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's Sun-Neptune transit can leave you feeling a bit deflated, but it's helpful for reminding you to take a break or refresh yourself. It can be a sign that you need a time out, which could help you regain some inspiration. Promises and plans formed today may go by the wayside later. The temptation is to go the easy route, but it's best not to do something out of character. Rather than committing, it may be best to put things on hold until you figure them out. Remind yourself of your need for more magic, imagination, or sensitivity, and then work on ways to incorporate these things into your pursuits and plans. With all that's going on in your life, you may be overlooking these things. Later today, aim to tap into some of the lighter elements of the moon's move into your communications sector and enjoy some easy conversations or diversions that help you lighten up. Potential drama from recent days could still be on your mind now. This is because the mighty sun across the sky from you in your solar house of partnership clashed in a sharp square with electric Uranus now stirring the pot in your solar house of home, family, and domesticity. This ensures that a conflict could be right around the corner. You and a lover could hear shocking and terrible news about your residence or a family member, or if you are going through a move or renovation, something falls through the cracks. Do your best to remain level-headed. What will ignite your throat chakra at work? You may feel chattier than usual since the moon will enter Aries. The fiery lunar energy will encourage you to speak up. There is something that you will want to share, be it feedback, an idea, or your opinions. Since this can be an ambitious energy to work with, you should read the room before piping up. After all, you do not want to engage in petty discourse or silly disagreements over work matters. Stand your ground, but in a way where you can be a leader instead of an instigator. Keep things light today, in almost every area. Balance the deep with the superficial, water the plants, do the laundry, and clean the kitchen while you sense the emotional currents that run deep. Things need to gestate in your unconscious until they are ready to come up. I recommend taking an easy walk for exercise or swimming a few laps. Concentrate on the preparation of healthy meals such as vegetable soup or a vegetarian casserole. Notice the beauty in humble things. It's hot. You'll have to roll up your sleeves and push ahead today. There is work waiting for you, decisions to make and results to be had. Today there won't be any room for carelessness, weakness, or not being motivated. You are capable of a lot of things, so don't hesitate any longer. In your love life, if you have thought about getting closer to someone, a real union will likely be formed with a marriage in view and shared happiness. Go for it. The moon's monthly visit to your income sector often creates tension with Venus in your financial sector, yet this challenging aspect can have positive effects. While the moon sharpens your financial instincts and acts as a catalyst, Venus uses any resulting financial tension as motivation, activating the laws of attraction for both income and expenses. Simultaneously, planets influencing communication and relationships remain harmonious, focusing on addressing past issues effectively. What makes a friendly aspect between Mercury, the planet of communication in your relationship sector, and the dwarf planet Eris in your communication sector that is just starting to separate significant, is that they are both in retrograde motion. Eris is the warrior princess of the cosmos, and with Mercury turning direct next week, this is giving you the means and the resolve to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters fiery Aries this evening, expect to feel a surge of motivation and action-oriented energy. This lunar shift brings a dynamic change of pace, filling you with enthusiasm and a renewed sense of drive. It's the kind of energy that gets you moving, and you may notice a boost in your stamina. Whether it's tackling that to-do list, diving into a new project, or simply feeling more inspired to get things done, tonight holds the potential for some serious productivity. However, with all this excitement and vigor, it's easy to get carried away. Have you ever had one of those evenings where you're so absorbed in what you're doing that you lose track of time, only to realize it's way past your bedtime? With this Aries moon energy, that could definitely be a possibility. It's tempting to keep going, but try to be mindful of your limits. Sleep is just as important as productivity, and burning the midnight oil too often can leave you feeling drained in the long run. So, what should you do with all this energy? Focus on what matters most to you. It's easy to feel like you can do everything all at once, but spreading yourself too thin might lead to overwhelm. Instead, prioritize the tasks and goals that are truly important. What are those things that, when you accomplish them, bring you the greatest sense of fulfillment? By honing in on those priorities, you'll be able to channel your energy more effectively. And if you're starting something new, why not invite others to join you? Aries energy is bold and independent, but collaboration can lead to even greater success. Think of it as a way to blend your fire with the strengths of others, creating something even more powerful together. Have you ever taken on a project with friends or colleagues and found that their input took your ideas to the next level? When you're open to help, you might be surprised at how much smoother things can go. Here's another tip: don't overthink it. If you're feeling stuck, sometimes the best thing you can do is take a leap of faith. Imagine yourself jumping forward, even if you're not entirely sure where you'll land. That's the kind of bold, confident energy this Aries moon is all about. When you trust yourself and your abilities, you're more likely to land on your feet and experience those exhilarating moments of success and joy. But with all this passion and drive, it's important to be mindful of balance. While it's amazing to feel so alive and ready to take on the world, be careful not to let that passion turn into overwhelm. Sometimes, the universe will throw challenges your way just to see how you handle them. Maybe it's someone who seems to be working against you or a situation that suddenly throws you off course. Whatever the challenge, it's essential to approach it with grace and calm. These obstacles aren't here to derail you, they're opportunities for growth and learning. If you find yourself facing resistance, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation. Is this a challenge you need to confront head-on, or is it something that can be navigated around? The key is to stay focused on your path and not let minor distractions pull you off course. Have you ever faced a challenge that, in hindsight, actually helped you grow or see things more clearly? Sometimes, those obstacles end up being blessings in disguise. And a word of caution: be mindful of how you're interacting with others during this time. The fiery energy of Aries can sometimes lead to impulsive actions or a desire to show off. While confidence is great, it's important to stay grounded and humble. If you're in a position of power or influence, resist the temptation to misuse that power. People will respect you more for your integrity and your willingness to admit when you're wrong. Have you ever found that showing vulnerability or admitting a mistake actually strengthened your relationships? It's those moments of authenticity that can lead to deeper connections and greater respect. At the end of the day, this Aries moon is inviting you to harness your energy, focus on what truly matters, and move forward with confidence. There might be challenges along the way, but with the right mindset, you can overcome them and continue making progress toward your goals. So, what's one thing you're going to tackle tonight? And how will you channel this fiery energy into something that brings you closer to your dreams? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear how you're making the most of this exciting energy.